Here we are back at the apple tree. Today is jelly making and applesauce day. So just spin you around here. We got everything sorted out and organized we need today. We got our burner and propane. We got a bunch of different apples. We're going to start with these apples first. We call them golden. If you know what they actually are, just maybe say in the comments. And then after we get this processed, we're going to go to these apples, which we're just going to call rubies after Michelle's mom. So here we go. We're going to now just get ready and we're going to chop them all up, get them ready in the pot, and then get to cooking and mixing. Just going to give the apples a quick rinse, get all the grass and stuff off of them before we get started. We got a lot of apples to go through. Now we're just going to go through and cut out any bad spots and cut them in half or quarters, just make the cooking process much easier. A lot of work, but without work, there's no reward. With this jelly that we're making, we don't need to add any pectin because these apples will have enough pectin in them already that we don't need to worry about it. The only thing we're going to really add, and we're going to kind of go by taste as we go, is sugar. So which I'm thinking, we were talking about, it might not need a whole lot of sugar either, because they're pretty sweet tasting apples.
Interesting to see the difference in the flavor of the two.
Yeah, it'll be like these ones taste a lot sweeter just eating them just like this. These ones here are still good. They're quite a bit smaller, obviously. But yeah, we're going to do them in two separate batches, and so we'll have two different jelly tastes and two different applesauce tastes. We'll see how they compare. Get all our fruits and jellies and mushrooms picking done, we'll be able to get into more adventures. Right now we have a total burn ban on, so we can't have any campfires or anything like that, so we're limited to just a burner for cooking, which is still okay, but it's kind of limited and kept us out of bush a little bit, because there's nothing like having a fire in the bush when you're out there. And I mean, go out there and just enjoy it anyway, which we're going to do here shortly. We got a bunch of stuff coming up, and we were talking earlier today about getting out and doing some fishing videos, so we'll get that done as well. Not enough time.
No. Lately the middle of the day has been so hot.
Yeah, we haven't had rain. We haven't had rain for weeks. We got a little bit the other night, but really didn't amount to anything.
Good.
All right, so that's going to do that. Now what we'll do is we'll get the burner going and just put enough water in there just to cover the apples, and then you're going to let it boil down probably 5-10 minutes. We'll wait and let the apples tell us how long. So we'll go from there.
Until they get soft.
Okay, so we'll get that running. Get our apples and water on there. Okay, we'll let them boil. It's going to take, again, it's probably 5-10 minutes. And then, crap here. What we're going to use to mash them all up is just a paint mixer. Half-inch drill. And that should turn them into mush pretty good.
Pull it your way a little bit. There you go.
There we go. We got the apples going. And we'll just let that run. We're going to put the lid on. Let that boil away for a bit. And then we'll come back and see us making out in a few minutes. Here we go. So now the apples have started boiling. It took a few minutes to get her going. So I'm just actually going to turn the propane down a bit so it's more of a roll. It smells so good. I just want to get into her right now. So we'll just work at that. And, yeah, it already smells like applesauce. So we'll come back when it's time to put the mixer in there and start making it into sauce. Okay, so here we go. I'll just show you what we're dealing with here. So we've got a bunch of apples picked, a bunch here. We got our crates full, 5-gallon pail. We just did a bunch of raking, and we've got a big pile of apples there. We got some more over here, and I'll just show you what we've got to deal with. We've got so many apples still left on the ground. We haven't even picked up, we've only picked up, well, you can see by the clear day, we got about a quarter of the area, and we haven't even picked them all up yet. And they that's just the one tree. There's 4 trees on the property, and then you can see the tree itself still holds quite a few apples. So we're looking forward to that. It's just incredible. We're never going to use that many apples for jelly and sauce. A lot of them I think you're going to end up going to go out to the bush for my deer stand and bear bait, which is okay. It'd be nice to make it all jam and jelly, but we just don't have the resources or the time to do that. Like I say, we've got, I think it's 5 more trees on the property to do, and then there's this used to be an old orchard years ago, and the apple trees are everywhere. They're all through the bush, just in random places. We got choke cherries, we got everything back here. So it's gonna be a busy season, and hope you'll tag along and watch us as we do it. Maybe even, who knows, we might have a giveaway, and we can send you a couple jars of stuff. We're something we can think about, talk about for the future. Okay, so we're back at the apples. They've been boiling for probably close to 10 minutes now. So we're just gonna check them. Okay, they seem very soft. So now we're just gonna turn the propane down, and we're gonna try giving it a mix. Just nice and slow to start. That seems to be working pretty awesome. Yeah, I've never done it in this volume before, so we weren't quite sure. But this is This is working pretty well.
Looks like pea soup. Looks like pea soup.
It does look. I had the same thing going through my mind. Pea soup. But that looks pretty awesome to me. So I think what we'll do, I'm gonna let it boil a bit more. There seems to be a lot of liquid there.
Yeah, with the cap off, with the lid off.
Leave the lid off, just let that simmer. And yeah, that looks great. Very mesmerizing. The smell, like, I wish I could send you the smell through the interweb. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna let that simmer for a bit, and we'll come back when we start running it through the strainer, and then separating it, jelly and the sauce. Okay, here we are back at it. It's the next day. We just ran out of time yesterday. It got pretty hot in the afternoon. Today's a different story. It's cold today. We went from 38 last night down to 14 degrees right now. But at any rate, we're back at it, and we've got just reheating our apples, just so we can make it easier for them to strain. We'll just give them a quick mix, and then we got our bucket with a colander and cheesecloth ready to go to start separating. Just give it a quick mix. Alright. I'm just gonna run it through our cheesecloth now. Separate the jelly from what's gonna be applesauce. That's gonna take a while to strain through, but we'll just let that run, and then we'll come back and show you the process for doing the jelly. Okay, so here's our apples draining into the pots, so we can get the juice for the jelly. And this is what we've got left over. So it's basically applesauce with the seeds and skins in it. We're just going to put that in our mill, and the mill is going to make it more into applesauce, and it will remove the seeds and the skins at the same time. As you can see there, coming out the bottom and making our sauce. It's going to be seed and skin free. This again is going to take a bit of a process, but also, like I said before, the reward in the end will definitely be worth it. And then over here we've got the pot on another boil for more and more, and then we've got
More
lots more.
and more.
It'll be a few days. We'll be a few days doing this, but it'll be good.
Okay, so in the kitchen, we've got our apples kind of processed down. Got some jars in there, 200, just to sterilize them before we use them. And then I've got about, let's see here, 14 cups of juice to make jelly. And then the applesauce. I don't know how much that is yet, but we're going to get that into the jars, get them sealed up. We put, I put some cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger, just a bit. You can kind of taste that it's there, but not to kind of overwhelm the applesauce or the jelly. just to complement.
Okay, here we just finished sealing our applesauce and jelly. We ended up with 43 cans, or 43 jars, I guess. This is just our regular honey jelly. And then we've got our sauces over here. Our jar of all sauces. And then this year, Michelle tried something different. And we've got apple syrup.
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. It's good for like ribs and chicken. So it tastes fantastic. So we're going to actually do some pork chops tonight. Try that out. So from here, we are officially done this apple jelly sauce making experience, whatever you want to call it.
Learned
it was
a
a journey.
Yep.
It was almost 3 days. And that's what we got. We got 43 jars out of it. I'm looking forward to next year.
Yep.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not as much. But anyway, now we're off to more adventures until the garden's ready. And that'll be more processing of the vegetables, making salsa, pickles, stuff like that. And until then, we've got a couple other adventure videos coming out. We're going to go camping. And then I'm going to do a bunch of hammock camping myself and probably with Maple. And they'll be coming out soon. Stay tuned, like and subscribe.